said I'd record these too. Come and see me. I've discovered something in a lock that we found in Gringotts.
Revelio.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow, like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver! Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise. And a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit, before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Sir, yes, sir?
Revelio.
Simply because you had one victory over Sallow. You never back.
Revelio.
Might some kind soul help me?
Nope.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Nah.
ready for another round?
I think so. We shall see who shows up.
There's no one in the school I'd be afraid to duel.
I know, Sebastian. I know.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. Good one! Leviosa. Excellent form. Leviosa. Accio. Nicely done. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
I don't think so. I just suck at games anyway.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed ones all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready.
Yes,
Let's
I'll
do
ever
it.
be.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get to it. Ready to get thrashed?
No.
Apologies in advance.
No.
Potato, Leviosa.
Ah, shoot. Oh, I have my fingers on the wrong button. There it is. Okay.
Come on.
Okay, there it is.
Stupefy.
There goes my way.
Leviosa. Potato, Stupefy. Act like a winner. Find the one. Potato. Stupefy. Give him what for.
I just suck at this game.
Stupefy.
You're better than that!
Leviosa. Accio. Potato. Accio. Stupefy. Potato. Stupefy. Leviosa.
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
I do not agree with that victory.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Assignment's all finished.
But at what cost?
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
Hmm.
Might some kind soul help me?
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your endeavors.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, Focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
Yeah.
Good work.
Incendio!
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
Incendio!
Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
TV. Back to Professor Fig.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Ah, there you are.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Maybe.
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
What I forgot?
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madame Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
More spells. Yep. But here's the fun part about this. I always fail this bit at least a couple of times. Huh. Oops. Ah! This really sucks. I always get caught with this one.
Blast. Librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Damn. You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves? Goodness gracious, what a mess!
The key. Here it is. That wasn't so difficult after all. Now, to find that book. Revelio.
You don't say.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Oops. Did this the
You
wrong way.
Must we encounter students at all hours of the day and night?
Oops.
I'll be quieter than a jobber knob. Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
You said that a second ago. Thank you.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Ah!
If you're... Can't you leave us to
Dang
rest
it.
about in peace? Out of here with you!
Not sure what I did to deserve that. Silent as a grave. Ghost, don't let her see you. should be in the clear.
Potato!
Was not what I meant to do.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne,
Revelio.
so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Revelio.
Potato!
We must remain unseen.
Oh. Feels so bad it whines.
Revelio.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Potato!
Levioso.
Just a second. Oh, that's the wrong button.
Reparo.
Who have we here? Sebastian Sallow and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Reparo. Of course. Traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it.
Oh, wait, hold on. There was something I didn't realize I had.
Where might this lead?
It kind of goes with what I got on. What I've got on.
Revelio.
I hate this.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Run!
Potato.
No! Ah!
Stupefy.
Ah! Roll out the way! Ah!
Potato.
X. Thanks. Thanks.
Revelio.
Hmm. Yep. I don't wanna. I just don't.
Potato. Stupefy.
Haha.
Stupefy.
Aha! Do we have any more? That goes that way. I wonder. Ah! Interesting. Well, that doesn't do anything.
Revelio.
This must be the way forward. But to where?
You tell me. cool. Those, however, do improve something. Let's check. Nice. One.
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Oh, we got a hit. Well, that's a scar. Something to do with something later. Ooh. It's an ugly hat, though. Hmm. We'll just go with none for now. I don't wanna. I should probably do this first. These don't really do anything. I can't use any of those spells, so we'll just. Whatever. See? Put my pinky here. See?
Potato. Stupefy.
Aha!
Stupefy.
Ah!
Stupefy. Potato.
Ooh.
Stupefy. Stupefy.
Haha! Get out the way.
Potato.
I thought that was gonna be a lot worse than it was.
It is a book after all.
water. Sorry.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
There was no confirmation in that statement. She just walked out the room.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Peeves. Sorry. What did I get? Oh, the mysterious book. The book we just saw. I need to hide. Up here. It's not what I thought that was. Forgot I changed my spells around. Wait, can I use these? I can use these. I don't have a reason to use any of these yet, though. What is? Oh, it's a chest. But it gave me a downgraded scarf. Thanks. Oh, it's no longer red, I guess. My mini. Yeah. Wrong thing again. Oops, sorry. Oh, you know what I just remembered I could do? I can fast travel. To Fig's classroom. Also, the fact that you're just going to his classroom at such a late hour in the night is just you know.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's...
Am I interrupting something?
Fig, you have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear.
Sorry.
Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Thanks.
Revelio.
I got mail.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
I really don't wanna. Okay.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Yeah. I get that. I know where my map is. Thanks for the rundown of how the game is played.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Finish crossed wands. Because that's what she always makes me do. Let's look at my quests. Spell combination practice. Crossed wands. Professor Hecat. Cast Incendio on 5 enemies. And then successfully avoid enemy attacks by dodging. Herbology. The girl from, I think it was, I'm not gonna even try. I'm gonna butcher it. Wait, what else is there? Oh, just highlight over that. Got it. Enemies. Pensive Sentinel. A wand handle. Clothing. I think that's all clothes. Yeah, okay. Now let's check my gear. I think this is a downgrade from what I'm wearing, isn't it? Yeah. But I did get given a cape that really doesn't go with what I'm wearing. But I don't think anything I have goes with this really yet. Nope. Cool. We'll just here's the appearance. Sorry. Oh, escape. Forgot to track a quest. We'll do herbology. Track. Then we'll go. I can't unlock this chest.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
The walls are talking to me again. Oh, that's below me somewhere.
I wouldn't say Professor Howard.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Again.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear.
Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We
Like
do
some of
look
the people
forward to
haven't
growing
met me
together.
before.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's
Cover
see if
your
we can't make our
ears.
fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Oh, that's a big one. Oh.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil!
Ow.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Uh-huh.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Oh no.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Hippogriffs.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Nearly went deaf.
I'll say, I nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see, how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Potato!
Well, that was the wrong button.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
That's Mallow Sweet. I mean, Dittany. And it will be ready in 10 minutes.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
You don't say. With a name like Chomping Cabbage.
Keep at it.
I would never
Hello.
have guessed.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
Uh-huh.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. You know that, of course.
Sure. Honor. It improves one of the two. The other one it doesn't decrease anything, so we're good. More stuff. I just don't like exclamation points looking at me.
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
I hear sparkly.
Revelio.
There it is. Ah.
Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Yeah, but I'm stealing everybody's chomping cabbages. Never mind. Tab. Forget how to do this. That's how you do it.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
Sad.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Exploded behind me. Back to class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
What happened?
Have you ever Your weeds possess their own rocket.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Thanks.
Good thing Kagawa was there to help me.
Mandrakes are really relishing their new pot. Only cost me my damned hearing.
4 minutes.
Revelio. Are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
I could have literally just gone to the door and been in here. I think that's what this room is. All right. Something else here. Let's see, we got inventory. More plants. Which one was in this? Is this my upgrade? It is to my defense. And, well, it looks a bit odd to wear a skirt with this cape. But, and I have something that somewhat matches the cape. We'll finish classes, then we'll do some crosswords and some practice. And then go talk to, what's her name? Boop. Oh, that was very bright.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Bum, bum, bum.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a Goblin Rebellion. Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
Quit staring at me. Background. Stop.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Yeah. And...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes, we met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Sure.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
He says.
A well-prepared ritual.
I wonder which one's the Fwooper feather. I got a wicked wealth potion. And some eggs.
Revelio.
Okay.
Potion stations organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Sounds so sad, sir.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Where's that? Right there, hold on.
Revelio. Professor, what should I be doing again?
You should have collected the ingredients from my office and begun brewing a potion at your cauldron.
Oops.
Finish your potion and then return to me.
I'll return back to my desk now.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Edurus. Yeah, gotta wait 30 seconds.
And now we add the mallow sweet.
Oh,
and
no.
That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Ah!
Oh, Dragon dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor.
Again.
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I'll get the 1 gold that's on the counter somewhere. How you doing, sir?
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
No. Okay.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem
haven't even
gruff,
left.
but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
Still in the classroom. And now, we can't go in there without a lock. Escape. Collections. Mongrel fur. What are that? What? Oh, okay, the Ash Wonder eggs. Dude. You know, I went over here to actually look at my quests and just didn't. Oh, that's right. I needed to go to. The fact that I haven't discovered any of these. Has me concerned.
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
Defense against the Dark Arts Tower.
Might some kind soul help me?
No.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Salad.
Would you please shush?
Incendio!
I have something over here.
Future champion coming through.
Am not. Let's do the training first.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
Sure.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio! Incendio! Leviosa!
Good one!
Uh-huh.
Incendio!
Excellent form!
So it's this.
Leviosa!
face him out, slow him down. What the? He ran away. Alright. One. This. 1, 2, 3. This one. 1, 2, 3. This one. This one. There we go.
Nicely done. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
It's just a dummy.
It was only a training dummy.
True, but it's a difficult dummy. Believe me, I know. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
I don't think so.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
Not really.
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
Probably should have used Natsai. Natsai?
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
I don't think so. I know how this works.
There goes my way.
3.
Act like a winner.
Potato.
Give them all 4. Find the one.
I hit. 3.
Come on.
G. Wicked Wild. 3. Tego. 1, 2. Ow! Wait, I got health.
They made a crap's breakfast out of you that round. Care to try again?
Yes, I'm ready now.
Very well. Good luck out there.
This is gonna be terrible. I know.
Confringo.
Invert. 2. That was the wrong person. That was not Q.
Like a winner.
There goes my wager.
Wait! I didn't pay attention to my health. I always get these bad.
Care to try again?
You know what? Or no?
No, I don't think so.
I need to fix
Not
something.
right now.
Understandable. But don't take too long. We'll be waiting.
Yeah. Shush. Going to move this to here. This can go here again. I just need it so I can have fingers on all the keys that I need. And then let's try talking to him again. Don't think I'm gonna win it though.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Look who's back. Ready to redeem yourself?
Yep.
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get started.
Natty.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Yes, I know.
Incendio, Tego. Leviosa.
I'm the one.
Stupefy. Leviosa.
Give them what for.
Descendo! You're better than that!
Arresto momento.
Ow! Ow! That one is worse. This person behind me is going to be a...
Care to try again?
No.
No,
Try
I
when I have
don't
more
think so.
spells.
Not right now.
Unless I am
Understandable.
forced to take
But
this again.
don't take too long. We'll be waiting.
Oh well. Oh, you know what? I could just try and finish this, so I could do Expelliarmus. And just hit that instead. Instead of doing Stupefy every time.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of Crossed Wands ready?
Look who's back. Ready to redeem yourself?
Sure.
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Let's try with
Yes,
Sebastian
Sebastian.
again.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
No.
That's the spirit.
Who's my... Yeah. There you are.
Give them what for. Act like a winner.
Leviosa. Leviosa. Incendio.
Confringo.
I'm the one.
There goes my wages.
Protego. Leviosa.
Come on.
Leviosa.
Ah! Roll!
That's all you've got?
Confringo.
Don't shy away now.
Accio.
Ow! I hit.
Confringo.
See? Ah! Go that way. Can't see. Hey. Four.
Incendio.
takes a second.
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I don't think so. I got
It
lucky.
was mostly luck, that's all.
Please, you wouldn't have got this far on luck alone. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
I don't know, I don't think I
I'm
deserve
flattered,
that.
but I don't deserve such an honor.
Come now, you're the undisputed winner. You should revel in your accomplishment. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Good lord.
Yes.
Oh hey! Did I finish that one or no? I still have... Oh, I did finish it. Aha!
Shame it's over. I was just getting started. The best duelist won, I suppose.
I suppose.
Lost to a new student? I didn't see that coming.
You can't be beat, can you?
Yes, I can. You beat me several times before I won. Then again, it was 4 against 2.
Revelio.
If only
Don't say anything.
Sad predicament.
There's probably supposed to be music here.
I hope you were able to take care of everything.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
Mm-hmm.
Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do. What is it?
I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigellus Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Fascinating.
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
Hit. My caps lock, sorry. I hear sparklies.
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Haha.
Revelio.
Oh, it's just... okay. And there's so much stuff in her room that I can't get to.
Still at it, I see.
Incendio. Leviosa.
Pine Soul, help me.
No. I need to track a quest. That was not what I meant to do. Oops. I dropped cabbage on the floor.
Spare a
I didn't mean to drop you.
I could use your help.
Who are you? No. It's raining.
If I'm honest, I wish I had something to boast about. But I'm hopeless at everything. Oh, I suppose that's something to boast about.
Revelio.
Yeah. More stuff. Wish I could be faster at getting over there. But I can't. the wind, bullseye. Don't hurt yourself. Maybe some more wicked wild potions.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
You want something I found. Straight up.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
I'm gonna trudge my way across this water. Totally could have made it more convenient, walked across the land. Yeah.
Beseech you for some assistance.
You're not who I was trying to talk to.
They must have come this way. Think!
Ah.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Stupefy! Stupefy!
Give it back! Look what you...
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
I don't think you will, but you can try.
Halt! Tigers! We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere.
You take it, you coward!
Bit violent.
Back. You've made a great mistake.
Ah!
earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
A lot. How you doing?
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Sure.
I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Well, I'll take
This
yours,
trunk?
but I think I have some.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted
Flames make the
territory.
pyre sink.
I'm curious about these pyres. Merlin's beard, how beautiful!
Merlin's beard.
What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
You can grow your own eventually.
And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
In other words, I'm leaving this place.
Revelio.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Our house ghost. I'll go there in a second.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Ah, my gear is full. That was not what I was trying to do. Let's see. Sure. Don't mind me clearing out some of the... I didn't realize how many freaking gloves I had in my inventory. This one smells good. I'll sell those when I need to. Alright. Now I should have a good amount of stuff.
Revelio.
Well, that... I can't get into your house, sadly.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Escape. Let's see. I got another one of these, I realized. I got two of these. Why do I keep getting the ones that are always like black and white? Dang it. That sucks. Let's see. This one's 1. This one's 3. But I'm going to change that back to something else. Appearance wise. Please do. I guess we're going back there. Let's see. Ooh. All kinds of stuff that you can get. What is this? Inventory slots. There's all kinds of stuff I need to find. Just gonna... Hello? Okay. We're like, what did I miss? Dueling stuff. Combat. I got wand handles. More location stuff. And enemies. That I do not appreciate. Map. Is this the one that I just did? No, it's not. I don't think so. I still got pages. Weapon. Anywhere close to here? No. Cool. Well, I've at least been to here. supposed to go up. And then up. And up. And straight. I got another location. I don't have to run to every time. Sorry. Good lord.
You there? Yes, you. I wonder if you might come with me for a moment.
Nearly headless Nick.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, at your service.
Nice to meet you, Sir Nicholas.
I know about the book you found and its missing pages. I may be able to help. Follow me, if you will. It's not too far.
Wait.
Yeah, hold on.
How do you know about the book? And that it's missing pages? Revelio.
Word gets around amongst the ghosts. You were spotted with Mr. Sallow in the restricted section. Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the house cup stuff. Sir. Your feet don't move. You look so weird.
This may be a leap, but I believe I know who ended up with those pages. I'd be happy to take you to him, if you'd be so kind as to perform a small favor for me along the way.
Sure. Don't, thanks. Okay.
Small favor in exchange for getting those pages.
Yes, it's nothing really. I'd be grateful if you could simply go into the kitchen and procure a little rotten roast beef.
Rotten?
I beg your pardon? Roast beef. Rotten roast beef?
That is correct. Rotten roast beef. If one floats through it just right, one can almost taste it.
I'll get the page later.
I suppose I can do that. But why me?
It's simple, my young friend. My ghostly form cannot carry it. Now, if you'd be so kind as to collect the roast beef, I shall explain everything else in due course. Ah, here we are. Tickle the pear and head on in.
Tickle the pear?
Tickle the pear?
Yes, in the painting. I'll wait right here. Do try not to get in the way of the house elves.
Revelio.
I'm already imagining sweet aroma of rotten roast beef.
Tickle the pear. I'm so sorry. Oh, guys, it's time to tickle the pear. This goes up one at least. Now I gotta take my cape off though. This, you know what? Actively, I'm just gonna put this on. You can't see this under it, so I can't do that. Okay. You do see if it's pants and stuff, which is interesting. I could probably get away with this one underneath it. That one doesn't really go there. We'll do that. Nothing else is stopping me. Tickle the pear. you're supposed to hold it. That's so weird.
A student
Never will
in the
understand
kitchen.
students.
What could
Plenty
they
of
want?
delicious food and what found themselves a bit peckish likely.
Certainly
You know how
makes
hungry
Rookie's
growing
job
humans
easier.
can get.
So much stuff in my ears.
Revelio. Hello. Can you point me in the direction of the rubbish?
Towards the other end of the kitchen. If it's not taken out yet, just follow your nose. You'll find it soon enough.
Thanks.
Pardon me, but can you point me to the rubbish?
None such was just about to dispose of today's collection. It's towards the back. Help yourself, I suppose.
That's gross. I'm gonna eat some of the
Here's
good
a
stuff
welcome
first.
treat. Delicious. Revelio.
Anything else in here?
Mmm, it smells glorious in here.